Along the unassuming coast of Alabama, at the eastern edge of Dauphin Island, hides a fort that predates the Civil War. Its low walls blend in with the rocky and grassy seawall and was constructed to fit within the shape of the peninsula. For modern ships and boats passing by in the choppy waters of Mobile Bay, no one would think otherwise unless they were able to spot one of the three cannons pointing in their direction. Built in 1821 as an open-air bastion with over 3 million handmade bricks, Fort Gaines would become the guardian of the South, protecting its most important port from foreign attack, as well as the Union naval forces years later. This masonry stronghold almost looks influenced by the Spanish. However, the United States military engineering has many Roman influences, which can be seen in the archways, thick barricaded vaulted walls, as well as the installment of latrines with a self-flushing system to accommodate 400 men. Walking down the tight granite spiral staircases is difficult, but it served as a way for soldiers to get to their defensive positions without having to go far. Its sandy floors kick up dust, acting like a camera filter, and its brick pathways are almost medieval in appearance. The salted sea air makes them slightly slippery to walk on, a contrast from the sandy floors below. It's been said that using brick instead of stone would help absorb the impact from cannon fire. Fort Gaines saw its most famous combat occurring during the Civil War when Union Admiral David Farragut led his fleet into the bay and famously said, "Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead." When his fleet hit in 1864, they outnumbered the fort of 800 with their 1,500 sailors, and Fort Gaines fell as Colonel Charles Anderson surrendered. America was fractured and fiercely divided, but America won at the same time. To the east, about 5 miles, is another hidden star-shaped fortress designed by a French military engineer. Transportation to get there is provided via ferry today, traveling the same waters that naval vessels, steamships, and foreign invaders once did. With an average of 35 minutes for a one-way trip across the bay, you can see both of the grassy seawalls and wouldn't know a fortified military base was on either side. Fort Morgan is ominous, haunting, and larger, with over 40 million bricks used to craft its structure, and wasn't completed until 1834. Just walking down the corridors seemed endless and at times disorienting. While a big brother to Fort Gaines, the pentagonal design eliminated blind spots and had bomb-proof chambers along with steep granite stairs. Situated in the center is a 10-sided citadel, which served as its last line of defense. Its corridors are cave-like, with actual stalactites hanging from the ceilings. It's more open to the sea air and heat, and the exposure has caused much efflorescence and erosion. At its peak, over 2,000 soldiers lived here, and at minimum 400. When Fort Gaines was taken over, the admiral moved on to Fort Morgan and battled it for 2 weeks, until General Richard Page surrendered. Historically, most sieges of fortified positions tend to end poorly for the defender. That doesn't mean it's an easy task for the aggressor, and I certainly wouldn't want to be the first unwelcome person through the front door. It's hard to fathom what it would have been like to live here, work here, and die here. There are many forts like these hiding along the Gulf, just as they did when first utilized for military operations. They are visual projections of one side's assumed power of opinion, symbolic safety for those deemed friendly and foreboding for those not welcome. Modern barges have turned Mobile Bay into a massive shipping operation with global economic commerce through the Gulf, and protection from enemy threat is still at the forefront via Coast Guard patrol, the Air Force, and Navy. Although the Civil War ended over 160 years ago, both of these forts still stand watch, not as symbols of division, but as a reminder that the sacrifices of many turned into freedom for generations to come.